We are continuing to look at parallel and perpendicular equations, but we're going to make it harder. Woohoo! It was already too easy, right? I mean, just identify, come on, let's make things harder. And so we're going to write the equation in slope-intercept form for a line that passes through the point 410. So somewhere along this line, it goes through the point 410. And it's parallel to some other line that's described by the equation y equals 3x plus 8. There we go. So y equals 3x plus 8. So the idea is we've got this graph, and you don't have to draw this. There's a point 410 somewhere over here. We've got this other equation, this other line that kind of goes like this. And we want to find the equation for the line, the purple line here, that's parallel to the red line, and it goes through that point right there. And that's the goal. So here we go. We know that it's parallel, and so a parallel line is going to have the exact same slope. Slope of that red line is 3x, or 3, excuse me. And so we've got a slope of 3. So I know in my equation, y equals mx plus b, know it, love it. The slope is going to be 3. It's got to have a slope of 3. It's parallel. And now I can use this point. I can either do it in point-slope form or slope-intercept form. Because I'm me, I'm going to use slope-intercept form, just what I like better. You can use point-slope form by all means, but I'm going to use the slope-intercept form. I'm going to say that 4 is x and 10 is y. So 10 and 4. And I just got to figure out what b is. 3 times 4 is 12. Multiply the things that I know. I subtract 12 from both sides to get b by itself. So b is going to be -2. So the equation for that purple line is going to be y equals 3x, because it has to have a parallel slope, exact same slope as the red line. And I found a new y-intercept that will guarantee it goes through that point, 410, -2, or plus -2, if you prefer. And that's the equation for that line. So if it's parallel, has the same slope, so I use the exact same slope again, and I use that point, 410, and plug that into the equation to figure out my new y-intercept. Or, of course, like I said, you could certainly use the point-slope form, and you'd have y minus 10 equals 3x minus 4. You'd end up with the exact same result of y equals 3x minus 2. With that in mind, try and find the equation for a line that's perpendicular to this line here and passes through the point 2, -1. Go. I'm assuming you tried it. So you paused it, gave it a try. It takes a little while, so don't try and do it in that space of time that I didn't talk. And we'll see what you get. The equation should be y equals -4 thirds x plus 8. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm doing the wrong problem. I've got my sheet here. Whoop, forget I said that. The equation should be y equals -1/2 x or -1/2 x plus 0. So you could put the plus 0. You could not. It's yeah, -1/2 x is the correct answer for that one. If you didn't get it, make sure you watch the linked video. Wow, that was too easy, right? Let's try something a little bit harder. Come on, Mr. Gustafson, make it difficult. We're going to try and write an equation in slope-intercept form for, again, a line that passes through this point, 2, 8. And it's parallel to some other line that goes through these other 2 points. Wow, how little information can we give you? So you've got a graph. We know that there's this point 2, 8, and we want a line that goes through that point. And it's got to be parallel to some other line that goes to the points 127 and -2, 12. And so there's this purple line out here that goes through these 2 points. And we want to know a line that's parallel to it and goes through this blue point here. That's the goal. Okay, we've got almost nothing. We've got this equation, or at least this form for an equation, y equals mx plus b. And it'd be great if we could find that purple equation to start with, because then we could go from there. So we need to know the slope. we have 2 points for that line. This is on the purple line. And so we've got 2 points for that line. Let's find the slope. We can find the slope from that. We do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We're going to get then, I don't know, negative something, negative 15 over negative 3, which really ends up giving us a slope of 5. I'm going to go ahead and put 5 over, well, we'll just go 5. So negative 15 divided by negative 3, 5. So I know the slope. I don't really need to know this full equation here, because that's not the question. The question isn't what is the equation for that purple line. The question is what's the equation for the blue line. And all I need from this purple line, from this purple equation, is the slope. Because I know if it has the same slope, it's going to be parallel. So I now know that the slope of this purple line, is 5. That means the slope of my blue line also has to be 5. So I know that for my blue equation, y equals mx plus b, the slope is 5. Got it. I also know that for the blue equation, that point is on the line. So that gives me an x and a y. Now I can find the y-intercept. 5 times 2 is 10. I can subtract to get b all by itself and find that my y-intercept is, again, negative 2. So the equation for that blue line, is going to be y equals 5x minus 2, or y equals 5x plus negative 2 if you prefer. That wasn't so bad, was it? Some of you are rolling your eyes at me right now. I can see it. You don't think I can see it, but I can see it. You're rolling your eyes. It's not so bad once you get the hang of it. We're going to practice this. Give this one a try. Again, you're writing an equation perpendicular to a line that goes through those 2 points, 4, negative 1, and negative 8, negative 10. And we want our line to go through the point 3, 4. I may have given away the answer already, but the answer for this one ends up being y equals negative 4/3 x plus 8. If you did not get that, or if you didn't even know how to start, watch the linked video, see how it's done. If you got that one right on the first try, give yourself a pat on the back. I'm assuming you did that. Great, way to go. If you didn't get it, don't feel too frustrated. It's tough, but make sure you watch the linked video.